Okay, so now we're going to test for our inputs and outputs. But for now, we're going to start out with the inputs. And generally, you want to hook up your input to line in on the back of the console and take your direct outs back of the console. But guess what? This board doesn't have line in and direct outs on the back of the console. There's a patch bay over there, which makes it a little difficult because, yeah, if it had lines in and direct outs on the back, it would be so easy. So what we're going to do is we're going to walk over here to the patch bay, and it is a Bantam patch bay, TRS, and we've already removed some of the screws from it. This is the patch bay, and it's a Bantam patch bay. We're going to have to get up under there and test our connectivity to our channel over there. And if you notice, the way this patch bay is labeled, it's a little bit weird. We have ins, sends, returns, and direct out. I'm assuming that's direct out. So let's go ahead and lift this bottom up, and we can see what's happening underneath. And if we remove that, we'll see a bunch of ribbon cables there, and they're labeled as well too. Channel 1, channel 9. So what we're going to have to do is test our ins and outs and directs to see where it's connected on the other end of our channel. And we'll go ahead and do that. We'll do that by, first we're going to disconnect one of these patch points here, and we'll just go ahead and unscrew this. As you can see, ladies and gentlemen, let's open that up a little bit better. This is a patch circuitry, and it's a bunch of ribbon cables, and you can see they're all labeled channel 1, channel 9. We just want channel 1. I would assume this piece is probably that ribbon cable over there. But again, we're going to test the same way. We're going to use our voltmeter again. We're going to test these points here. And in your board, it might be slightly different, but you really want to test the ins and outs. I'm going to put a clamp on here. Oh, no, here, which is our inputs. And again, the other side is connected to our voltmeter, like that. Okay? And again, this side, we'll test it again. Make sure it beeps. It's good. We're going to breach this side into here. That'll give us an indication that the circuit is connected. Okay, we were successful in figuring out what our input is, and our output, and our power supply. Well, what we think it is based on our connections to this patch bay. And yes, it took a very, very long time and a lot of testing. Ladies and gentlemen, you will have to be very patient in figuring this out. Our next test, we're going to actually hook up the strip, the channel strip, independently of the console. We're going to hook it up to the power supply, and we're going to put signal into it and listen to it to see if signal comes out of it. If we can get that working, we are successful. Now, let's be very cautious, because you know, a lot of what we're doing is guessing and sort of guessing and hypothesizing. We might lose the channel. Okay, that has happened to me several times. I lose the channel because I have something hooked up wrong, or I thought something was this. But let's go ahead and do that.